Good morning, friend. Chapter number 1, revision, that is subjective. Today we want to discuss related with the chapter number 1 but subjective. So, name of a chapter is real number. So, already questions we have given to you, that is in your assignment book. So, from first question we want to start today. Find the 6 rational number between 3 and 4. First question is find the 6 rational number. So first of all we must know that there are infinite rational number between given two rational number. Infinite. So we have to find out only 6. So how we can write answer? That is first step. How many numbers are there? 6. So 6 plus 1 we have to do. That is 7. It means what I have to do? I have to multiply first number, that is 3. 3 multiply by numerator and denominator by 7. That is 21 upon 7. Second number is there, that is 4. Again 4 multiply by 7, numerator and denominator, that is 28 upon 7. So now between 20, now between 21 upon 7 and 28 upon 7. So again 21 upon 7 and 20. So we have to find out the number between 21 upon 7 and between 28 upon 7. So if you will see that from 21 to 28, so these are all the number, that is 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 28 by 7, 26 by 7 and 27 by 7. How many number we have to find out? 6 number we have to find out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Again I explain everything first. So first, what is the first step? 6 rational number. So 6 plus 1, that is 7. So 7 number we have to do. Now 3 multiply by numerator and denominator by 7. Again 3 numerator and denominator multiply by 7, that is 21 upon 7. 4 into 7 upon 7, that is 28 upon 7. Now between 21 upon 7 and 28 upon 7, the number, these are all the 6 rational number, that is 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7 and 27 by 7. So both are same type question, is there question 1 and 2, but in question number 1 there is no denominator, while in question number 2 the denominator is there. So let me see that how we have to do the denominator. Now again, how many numbers we have to find out? 5 rational numbers. So already I have said that 5 plus 1, 5 plus 1, that is 6 number we have to find out. So 5 plus 1, 6. Now what I have to do now? numerator and denominator multiply by 5. 6, sorry. Multiply by 6. That is 18 upon 30. Same thing, 4 upon 5. Again multiply numerator and denominator by 6. That is 24 upon 30. So between 18 upon 30 and 24 upon 30, the number that are between 18 upon 30 to 24 upon 30, these are the 5 rational numbers. So we can write from 19 upon 30, 20 upon 30, 21 upon 30, 22 upon 30, and 23 upon 30. So that is a concept easily we have understand it now. So question number 1 and 2 that I have completed related with the how to find out the rational number. Now next, write 4 rational number equivalent to 5 by 7. So now we have to find out the equivalent. What is the meaning of equivalent? First that we have to understand. Equivalent. What the meaning of equivalent means? If I simplify again, I will get 5 by 7. How many number I have to find out? 4 number I have to find out of equivalent. So what I have to do? Multiply both numerator and denominator by first 2. So I will get 10 upon 14. Again now multiply by 5 by 7 by 3. It is called equivalent. So 15 upon 21. So 4 number I have to find out. Now again 5 by 7. Again 2, 3, then 4. That is 20 upon 28. So these are all the easy question. It is not necessary that we have to go deeply inside it. Now 4 rational number between. See now your denominators are changed. Here one is 3, another is 5. So on that time, if I want to find out 4 rational number, first target is we have to equalize the denominator. Denominator must be equal. So 2 by 3. If I multiply numerator and denominator by 5, I will get answer 10 upon 15. Same thing 3 upon 5. If I multiply 3, then I will get 9 upon 15. So 9 upon 15 and 10 upon 15. So now that is 9 upon 15 and 10 upon 15. Now you will see that if you will see properly between there, we know that infinite numbers are there, but we cannot write directly. Now how many numbers I have to find out? 4 number I have to find out. So again 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1, that is 5. So what I have to do now? Again numerator and denominator multiply by 5. 9 5s are 45 upon 75. Again multiply numerator and denominator by 5. That is 50 upon 75. Now you will see we can write between 40 from 45 I have to write 46, 47, 48 and 49. I have to find out the 4 number, and in denominator I have to write 75, again 75, again 75, again 75. So some new different way we are doing this sum. What is the first target? 3 and 5. Denominators are not equal. On that time, what we have to do first? We have to find out the LCM. So LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So I have to multiply numerator and denominator by 5. So 10 upon 15. And the second term 3 upon 5. multiply numerator by 3, that is 9 upon 15. Now between 10 and 9, so 9 upon 15 and 10 upon 15. How many number I have to find out? 4. So 4 plus 1, 5, that is 5. Now I have to multiply numerator and denominator by 5. The number range, that is 45 upon 75 and 50 upon 75. So 46, 47, 48 and 49. Now, next question, that is write the following in decimal form. And say it is a decimal expansion. So again, write the following in decimal form. Say what kind of decimal expansion. So that is recurring or non-recurring. So first of all, what is the first concept that we want to I want to explain you what is the meaning of decimal expansion. So when, if you will see here 100 is there, here 11 is there, here 8 is there, here 13 is there, here 11 is there, here 400. So if I want to convert any number into a decimal expansion, there are two types. One is called terminating number, and another is non-terminating. How we can say it is a terminating? If P upon Q is n, Q is equal to 2 the power m and 5 the power n. Q means denominator should be in form of 2 and 5. If in question it is in form of 2 and 5, we can say it is a terminating. Now if you will see properly here, 36 upon 10, 100. So it is easy, we can easily convert into a 0.36. So it is a terminating number. We can say, because it should be, when remainder are 0, always remember, when remainder is 0, we can say terminating. Remainder is equal to 0. Here, remainder are not 0 in non-terminating. So how we know that they are terminating? See now 11 is there, 11 is a prime number. So when prime numbers are in form of denominator, we can say it is a non-terminating number. So 1 upon 11, so we can say it is a non-terminating. Why? Because 11 is a prime number, it is not in form of 2 and 5. If denominator is in form of 2 or 5, then we can say it is a yes. Now, question number, that is 4 integer 1 by 8. So 4 integer 1 by 8. So 8 4 the 32 plus 1, that is 33. Now 33 upon 8 is there. So again denominator is in form of 2 and 5. So we can say yes, it is a terminating number, 33 by 8. Why? Because 8 is there, so 2 the power 3. So we can convert into a terminating. Again here 3 upon 30. 3 upon 30. So again 13 is a prime number. So we can say no, it's a non-terminating number. 2 upon 11 again same. So we can say it is a non-terminating number. Here 400 is there. So again 329 upon 400. So 400 again. So it is in form of 2 and 5. Here we can say 400 is there. So we can say it in form of 2 and 5. So we can say it is a terminating. because if you will make a factor of 400, you will get to the power sum and find the power some digits is there. So it is easy. Generally we have to, when decimal expansion is there, you have to terminate or non. When we can say terminate? When remainder is 0 or denominator is in form of, that is 2 into 5. And in non-terminating, generally remainder is not 0. Mostly in denominator prime numbers are there, 13, 11, 7, 3. Then we can say it is a non-terminating. Now question number 6. Express the following in form of P upon Q, and P and Q are integers. So it's a, now first term. So here symbol it is called bar. We know that bar means repeated. So 0.666. Now one bar is there, so multiply by 10. I have to multiply both sides by 10. So answer is 6.66. That is equation number 1. Here equation number 2. Both side by 10. Multiply both sides by 10. So now 10x is equal to 6.66. Now what I have to write? I have to now again write in form of subtraction. So again I have to write x at here is equal to 0.66. That is equation number 1 I have to write, and then subtract it. Here 9x, here only 6. So x is equal to 6 upon 9, that is 2 upon 3. So when question is in form of x bar is equal to 0.6 bar, so we have to convert into a P upon Q form. Therefore x is equal to 2 upon 3, that is P upon Q form. Again I explain, x is equal to 0.666 because bar means repeated. When bar is there, on that time we have to do the repetition. So now 1 bar is there, so I have to multiply by 10. Here bar is only 1 time, so multiply by 10. Here bar is in form of 2 digits, so we have to multiply by 100. Here bar is in form of 3, so I have to multiply by 1000. Here again 0.6, so only 1 digit is in form of bar, so I have to multiply by 10. Afterward, in second question point, afterward there are 2 digits are there, so that is I have to multiply by 100. Point, after point 3 digits are there, so I have to multiply by 1000. So x is equal to 0.66 multiply by 10, that is why 10x equal to 6.66. Already explained it, both sides multiply by 10. Now again I have to write 10x minus x, 6.6 minus 0.66. So we have to exactly write point, decimal point at decimal point, and then we have to subtract it, we will get answer. Now next question. Classify the following number as a rational or irrational. So rational number means Q, irrational number means generally I or under root form digits are, or non-terminating, non-recurring number we can say. So here first, that is because root is there, so we can say it is a irrational number. Here plus 23 minus 23 cut, so only 3 is there, so we can say it is a rational number. Here it is a irrational. Again this root 7 cut, so answer is 2 upon 7. Again we can say it is a rational. But here root 2 is there, so we can say it is a irrational number. So when root form is there, we can say it is a irrational number. But when root form is in, if we can make cancellation of it, then the only remaining is here 3. So we can say it is a rational number. Now, already we have discussed in class, that is how we can add this. So root 2 minus 3 root 3. Again plus 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3. So we have to simplify it because again it is a root 2. Again it is a root 2. So 2 plus 1, that is 3 root 2 plus 5 minus 3, that is 2 root 3. That is my answer. So just for irrational number, root 2, we have to put root 2 as it is. 1 plus 2, that is 3, plus 5 minus 3, that is plus 2, root 3 as it is. Now product means multiple. So 2 into root 5 multiplied by 6 into root 5. So 2 into 6, that is 12. Root 5 into root 5, that is 5. That is 16. 2 root 5 into 6 root 5. 2 into 6, that is 12. Root 5 into root 5, that is 5. 12 is 16. Now 16 root 15 divided by 4 root 3. So we can make cancellation of it. That is 4 they are 16. So 4. Now 15 means 3 into root 5 and root 3 is there. So we have cancel it. You can get answer 4 root 5. Again 2 root 5 into 6 root 5 is equal to 12 into 5, that is 60. In divide, what we have to do? 16 upon 4. So 4 4s are 16. Root 15 is there. So 3 root 3 into root 5 divided by root 3 cancel. Now question number 12, that is simplify. Already we have discussed in a class that how we can simplify this. So 5 in bracket I have to write 2 plus root 5, again plus root 7, 2 plus root 5, so 10 plus 5 root 5 plus 2 root 7 plus root 35. Now they all are not like, so we cannot do the addition of it, we have to put as it is. So first sum, there are 4 terms in an answer. Now second, if you will see there is the identity. So 5 plus root 5, 5 minus root 5. So 5 whole to square minus root 5 whole to square. So 5 square is 25, root 5 square is 5. So answer is 20. Third sum, that is root 3 plus root 7 whole to square. When perfect square is there, if I open it, then 3 plus 2 into root 3 into root 7 plus 7. So 7, 3 plus 7, that is 10. 10 plus 2 root 21. Because already we have identity root a plus root b whole to square. Root a plus root b whole to square. Then answer is a plus b plus 2 into root a. So that identity we are using it here. So now 13th question, that is all are in form of power. 64 1 by 2. So I have to write 8 the power 2 1 by 2, power of power multiplication. So answer is 8. Same thing 32 1 upon 5. So to the power 5 1 upon 5 5. But answer is 2. 125 1 the power 3. So 5 the power 3, power of power multiplication. So these 3 cut. So answer is 5 the power 1, that is 5. So all are same type of sum. One negative type of sum that I have to solve here. So 5 the power 3 and again minus 1 upon 3. This is cut. So 5 the power minus 1 is there. So I have to write 1 upon 5. Now 32 to the power 5. So to the power 5 again 2 upon 2. So 5 cut. So to the power 2, that is 4. So again 32 with power is 2 upon 5. So we have to see the denominator is 5 power. So 32, if I write 32 to the power 5, then I will get 32. 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 to the 32. So 32 to the power 5. Mostly now we have completed. Still see there is some. Okay. Still now some sums that we have to complete. Simplify it. So simplify means in multiplication what we have to do? Addition of power. That is 2 by 3 multiply 2 1 by 5. So in multiplication we have to do the addition of power. But we have to first rationalize the denominator, or we can say we have to take LCM, because 3 and 5 is there. So LCM is 15. So I have to multiply 5 to the 10, 3 1s are 3 upon 15. So to the power 13 upon 15. So these are all the example based sums are there. Again that sum already we have completed 15 sum. Let me see this type of sum. 1 by 2 into 8 1 by 2. Now power is same. When power is same but numbers are different, we have to make a common. That is 7 into 8. That is 56 1 by 2. That is the answer. Now only one question still there. That is rationalize the denominator. That is important. So 1 upon root 3 minus root 2. We have to rationalize the denominator by opposite sign. So above we have to root 3 plus root 2 as it is, and here difference of square. So 3 minus 2, that is answer is 1. So root 3 plus root 2 upon 1, but we cannot write 1 in a denominator form. So answer is root 3 plus root 2. Here difference of square, that is 4 square minus root 3 square. So 4 square is 16, root 3 square is 3. So answer is 13. So mostly chapter number 1 I have completed all the sums that is given in your assignment. So that is sufficient for today's lecture.